All right, I have weather stripped all the way, like I went under, because I haven't put this floor down yet. So I went all the way down to where the floor is with this insulation tape. And it just sealed everything that I had sprayed and spray foamed and all that. So I went all the way down and over the wheel wells and around this front here, but it's covered by the floor I messed up, and down to the back. Now I'm gonna do the other side. Finished this side and ran up along the corner there. It's not dark, but I hung my viney stuff. I wanted to just do something that makes me happy instead of all the taping and stuff that I've been doing. I think it's cute. There's so much more to do. Oh, but I'm doing it. Oh, my shite. Do you hear that crackling sound? It's bright and sunny out. What could that crackling sound be? Could it be Lisa screwed too close to the window and it just went million little pieces? Could be. I wanted to cover this window with metal anyway. So I gotta get this covered up so that it doesn't burst inside. Okay. Okay. So I unscrewed the window, and there was this frame. I was able to get all the glass off except for right here. It's so stuck on there. I tried to chisel it off and everything so that I could use this outer frame, but I couldn't. So I went to the shop and I laid it on top of a piece of sheet metal and cut it, and then I used rubber from roofing, like materials, just all around the edges. And I'm gonna go put this up and see what happens. Just for now, I mean, whatever. Oh. Hello. You might wonder why there's a carpet in my window. Well, I have an answer for that. Remember Yogi's friend? Yogi's Bear's friend? What's his name? Anyway. So, I was trying to put... I have all this stuff leaning on here, but why don't we just be transparent? Okay. So I have a piece of sheet metal here, and I have 3 layers of insulation that go on top of this, and I was going to screw this in to the window, because I wanted to go this much. I wanted the window to come up to be covered and only leave this much, so it helps with security. Mm-hmm. Who knew that I would be the one doing the break-ins? So anyway, this piece of metal that you can see, it goes all the way over to here right now, but I had it lined up because it slides over. It does slide over. Anyway, I had it lined up here, but when I screwed in, it shattered the glass into like a bajillion pieces, and like it was crackling for like 2 hours until I kicked it out. This is a piece of sheet metal, fabricated, and this is rubber roofing, and of course it was freezing out yesterday. So I put this rubber around all four sides of the metal, cut a piece of metal to fit in the window, because I didn't want the window anyway, you know. So we say, what is that? Happy little accidents. Anyway, I went to the shop and cut this, and it's not exactly right, but it was so cold that all of these but one fell off. Isn't that exciting? It's the perfect time of year to have an open window, right? So I take my seat out, and I just used duct tape yesterday because I was so cold I couldn't feel my hands. I was very close to frostbite. I stayed out as long as I could until I had to come in. But I have to look at it today. I'll show you the outside. I'm just pushing stuff up on it to kind of, I don't know. It keeps it warmer in here. But I gotta tell you, there's a lot of glass I had to clean up. So I just kind of kicked it out because I wanted to get most of it outside of the van. But you know, half of it came in, and that's all right. I just finished my second round of like sweeping around, and I'm sure it's like underneath stuff, but I'm not going to do that until I have to. I have to work on the window first. So what I did was there's three screws holding the sheet metal on the outside, and then there's black Gorilla Tape around that. So total like psychopath van from the outside. I'll show you what it looks like. It's quite terrible. Alright, I'm going to show you outside. That's the front window. I'm just trying to keep it warm in here, so I've got those things on the window. Stupid me doing shit. I thought I was in a good spot to screw that in, but apparently I wasn't. Here's my glass. Wait, let me get over here so you can see. Let's give you a nice view of my glass. Yeah, lovely, right? And then here's my new window. Isn't that pretty? And here's the strips, the rubber roofing strips that I cut that did not fit. That's them laying on the ground. But it was so cold out that this Gorilla Tape didn't stick. I could see when I just looked at it before I turned this camera on that this corner is exposed. So I've got to cover that up. Look how pretty. Pretty. She's a pretty van. She's gonna get an ugly name, but I'll fix this, and then you know you can buy the paint. I just don't want to F with it right now because it's too cold out today. I'm just gonna add more tape, but I have to warm the tape inside. I was trying to put cold tape on yesterday and it did not work. I had to keep rubbing it. It just did not do me any favors. Alright, so I'm going to get some more tape. But I mean, I looked into glass, and did you guys know there's a glass shortage? I didn't. So it's really expensive, and I wanted to put metal in there anyway for safety. Who knew I was going to be the one who needed to be protected reverse, you know, it's not going to flip it. Anyway. What a day it was yesterday. Alright. That's my doors. I have to put the final paneling on. I went and bought paneling, and I was all excited to do work. And then I come in and I'm like, well, I'll just put the metal up and then I can put the beadboard over it and make it look nice. And the first screw, it was just too close to the glass. Shoot the glass. Damn it. You know, setback. Thank God I could go to the shop and get a piece of sheet metal. And Jeff cut it for me. I was going to do it all by myself, but he didn't trust me. I don't blame him. But I'm going to have to warm up some tape and cover that up better for now. And then figure out, on a nice day, how to trim it out. And if that works out, I'd like to do this window, cover it completely anyway, as well. Because I have these two windows that are going to be open. This is just a shade that I got at the thrift store. And I cut it and I made my own duct tape shades. And then over here I used more of it and I made a shade with duct tape here. But yeah, super exciting. I went over the inside of this again. I wanted it to be super insulated. And I put some of the flooring on this part. It's all sealed up really well now. There was cold coming from in here. Now there's not. Now it's just coming from the giant open window. Man. Anyway, that's the update. I had all this big, giant sheet of beadboard. I was going to make it look pretty like the roof. I was going to cover, after I put the metal on here, up to the spot here, I was going to take the beadboard and go down with it. So it's going to look cool. It's just going to be an open, like a little bit of an open window so you could see out. And the rest would be like the pretty white beadboard. Right? Not a big deal. All right. I hope you have a lovely day. I'm going to have a lovely day. Trying to tape this up. Warm the tape up and stick it on there. You know, because duct tape fixes everything. That's what my mother taught me. Maybe I'll just finish the whole van with duct tape. I almost forgot to take you along. I took off the Gorilla Tape that really wasn't sticking that good on the broken window, and I have my snips, my right and left. And today, I came around with the marker. See that marker? I don't know if you can see my marker marks. And I'm gonna come in and snip. Let me show you what it looks like without the tape, the metal. So I'm going to snip this, fit it in today because it's going to rain tomorrow. So as you can see, my masterful cutting was not masterful. I just a little off the top, and then up here it's a little too high. It's close though. I even pre-drilled the holes thinking I was smart and stuff, but I'm not. But this side's fine. This side's fine. That's fine. This is fine, right? Are we in agreement? Are we in accord? Are we in a Honda Accord? Okay, so that's what I'm doing. I'll let you know how it comes out. Okay. This is how cold it is. My new batteries got drained in the cold. Oh my gosh. Alright, let me show you what I did so far. Abracadabra. Okay, it's trimmed out. It's gonna have, I'm gonna put trim around it so you're not gonna know. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna screw this all in. Then I'm gonna go get that fancy tape that just to put on it for now. And then on a nice day, I'm gonna get the sealant and go around, and then I'm gonna put pretty little edges around it. Just black edging. So I think it'll be fine. Let's stand over here and see if it's like even, and it's not even pushed in all the way, and it looks fine. You know, I'm gonna color it blue. It shouldn't be bad. Okay. Gotta put in some screws. I pre-drilled some holes. It's just too cold to film all of it and then do fast motion like people who know what they're doing do. So I'm just gonna put that right there. phone got a little cold, so I just shut it off while I did some more pre-drills and put the bolts in, but I'll show you. Look at that. Tank anchorus. Frankenstein. I think it's a heck of a job for a girl who doesn't know what the heck she's doing. I'm gonna do sealant all around, and then I'm gonna put a panel around to hide that, and then I'm gonna get the blue paint and paint it. So look at that. Steel drum, I say. I have my zip flashing tape up now. The Gorilla sealant spray that I used dried overnight. I made sure I was like running the heater and everything and kept the tape in the house. And it's working good, and I just, you know, the outside is done. And I'm gonna put some insulation on this now. I got it all insulated and zip taped. And then this back window, I'm gonna make a porthole. And I used the vinyl that looks like wood. So from the outside, it looks like wood. So it's like deterrent, but I can still see out. I think that's good. I have to finish up with this insulation and stuff. Then just the beadboard is going over it. Awesome. All right, we're gonna look at it. I like it. See how it's like, looks like wood? Looks like a wooden porthole. Not bad for like not using a circle. I just did the center, and there's a smaller one on this side. And there's my thing. So that's it. That's the excitement. Pain in my arse. I like this bigger one better. We'll see. Hoot hoot.